The group Voices for a Safer Tennessee held a forum tonight at First Centenary United Methodist Church to discuss firearm safety and what they believe is causing a rise in number of gun deaths across the state. Local 3's Jeremiah Beatty has this story.
The questions asked tonight are why shootings keep happening and how can they end this type of violence. It was an opportunity to hear from those seeing the impacts of gun violence, and panelists leading the conversations were a trauma surgeon, counselor, and those advocating for policy changes.
Gunshots are the #1 cause of death, more than cancer, more than leukemia.
Among children, the number of gun-related deaths and accidents keeps growing. The CDC reports firearms are the leading cause of death for children, surpassing vehicle accidents and other injuries.
Children with gunshots that I've taken care of have been shot by their grandparent by accident, whether it's dropping a purse, getting a gun out of their pocket as they were going to clean it.
During the meeting, this statistic led the conversation about ways to prevent adverse outcomes.
Tennessee, we have an access issue.
Aaron Rogas with Voices for a Safer Tennessee says many steal guns from cars and then use them to commit other crimes. The group is advocating for 3 policy changes they hope can pull bipartisan support. They want stricter background checks, secure storage laws, and temporary transfer for those who pose a risk to themselves and others. Rogas says these policies can reduce the amount of firearm deaths and accidents.
We have had, over the last 10 years or so, a loosening of laws that was with the intention of increasing public safety, but it's had some unintended consequences where we are now seeing firearm access increasing for, criminals, those who are mentally ill, unfortunately children.
As a counselor, Lucy White works with those experiencing mental health crises and says having policies in place can make a difference.
To be able to prevent violence on a large scale from happening, I think it's a complex issue, but you look at policy, you look at kind of community safety, you look at what schools are doing to prevent violence from happening.
There are a number of bills moving through the state legislature around gun safety. Those leading the discussion hope lawmakers will consider the lives of all.
And so getting everyone on the same page, it's a hard thing to do, right? This is a hard conversation when you have it with your friends about firearm safety, so it's going to take time.
In Chattanooga, I'm Jeremiah Beatty.